Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, and Curtsy. The list is getting long. I'm going to need to just eliminate and say on online platforms such as eBay and others or something. Anyhow, Curtsy is new. I've had my first sale and they make it really easy where you can just connect your Poshmark closet to Curtsy and people buy it there. I don't know anything about Curtsy, really. A friend of mine started doing it, and then another friend of mine started doing it, and they were getting sales, so I was like, okay. And then Jen the reseller, hi, she said she was doing it too and had a sale, so I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. Had one, and it was a good one. I'm going to be sharing all the sales that I made on Sunday, November 24th and Monday, November 25th. This is the week of Thanksgiving. And it was okay. It's not too bad. I think people are busy. So I think my sales were pretty good considering. And the first one is, I sent out 35% off, no, 30% off offers on a bunch of things on Poshmark. I do that every other week or so. Normally it's only 20% off offers, but every other week or so I'll go a little higher to clear some things out. And this first item is a swimsuit. It's a Dobriva size 16 swim dress, vintage look, skirted one-piece strapless blue. Size 16, I like to pick up larger sizes. I don't know anything about this brand, but it felt really great. So it seems like it was good quality. It had a nice feel, a nice thickness to it. And the tag actually looked like Victoria's Secret. You know those pink tags? I'll show the tag and you'll know what I mean. So this sold on Poshmark for $13, which, you know, is pretty low. Anything below $15, you're going to have a $2.95 shipping fee, which kind of stinks, but it's like higher than their normal 20%. So that was what it was. I paid $4.32 at a thrift store, and I don't have any shipping expenses, so I can tell you how much I made. It was $5.73. I actually sold 2 swimsuits in these days. That was kind of funny. I'm going to put it in a USPS padded flat rate envelope. You can get these materials for free from the post office. They'll deliver to your house if you go online, USPS.com. And I buy 100 of these at a time. I need to check and see how my supply looks. Oh, it is super low. So I'll need to place an order to make sure I have enough to get me through the rest of this quarter. My Poshmark sales are lower than they used to be, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't need to weigh it or anything. It's the same price on Poshmark for the buyer no matter what. They send you the shipping label, so I need to download it and print it out. It's going to Massachusetts. That's MA, right? Yeah, I think so. I put thank you stickers. Thank you for supporting my small business on my packages, just for fun. I don't do any like special pretty bows on the packages inside or freebies. I know that was kind of a popular thing to do on Poshmark for a while. I just ship the item, but I do put that sticker on it. So that's the first item. I have another Poshmark order, but a lady who bought it asked me what size it was because I had 1X in the listing, but the tag says 3X and it is a 3X, so I messed up. And so I let her know, but I don't know whether she needed a 1X or a 3X, so I don't know whether I need to cancel it, and she hasn't gotten back to me yet. So I'm going to wait to ship that one. I'll count it on another day if it indeed goes through. So I'm going to skip that one. And then the next one is a champion size extra large sweatshirt, blank vintage boxy yellow 90s Y2K chest logo. I'd gotten some free things from my sister, and it included a sweatshirt that was plain with a hood. And then I was looking it up just to see. I was going to donate it. And I realized these vintage ones sell somewhat decently. This ended up selling, I think, through the 30% off. Oh my gosh, here come the yawns. And it sold for $21. I got this at a thrift store I don't go to very frequently anymore. It's very large, and they do have some good things, but their prices kind of reflect brand and stuff like that, so sometimes they can get kind of high. Lately, I've just been wanting to go to Salvation Army's 50% off sale. This one's going to Minnesota, and since it is a Poshmark sale, I can use Poshmark for free materials. I have these boxes that I use to put sport coats in, and I have a lot of ones I need to reuse, and so I'm going to put this one in it. Fits nicely. These have self-adhesive. I don't think it sticks well enough to trust it. So I put these stickers that I get also from the post office. They're these long priority mail stickers to secure it. Been told this is okay by the post office. Probably depends who you ask at which post office, but I don't see why they wouldn't want you to secure your box, and I don't see why they wouldn't want you to use their materials, you know? So it's not like I go through a lot of them. Minnesota. The other day I said something was going to Montana when it was actually going to Minnesota, or the other way around. I can't remember. And I was like, wait a minute. MT. It must have been, I said it was going to Minnesota, but it was really going to Montana. Let's see how much I made on that one. Sold for $21. And what would my fees be? $4.20, I think. Yeah, $4.20. I use Vendoo to track all my sales, and they normally have it auto calculate what your fees are, but then Poshmark changed, and so they removed that calculation, and they haven't added it back. They removed it because it was like they needed time probably to catch up to Poshmark because they did it so suddenly. I paid $8.65 for this. That's pretty high. I only made $8.15, but hey, it's a sale. It didn't take too long to sell. Let me take a look. I didn't tell you about those others. My voice is scratchy today. It's allergies blowing in. That took 2 months to sell. And then the swimsuit did take a while. It took 8 months to sell. All right, moving right along. I've got some more complicated ones to ship today, including some chickens. On Facebook, it was Facebook Marketplace shipping order, and I am going to cut to me packaging these up earlier when I was making dinner. I went ahead and started to package them up, so I'm going to cut to that, and then I'll come back. Okay, wrapping these chickens. So they bought these together, so I'm going to do 2 boxes in a box. I cannot remember which box I was going to actually ship them in, but I want to wrap up each of the chickens separately. So I've got this amber one, and I'm going to do each piece separate as well, so that each one is protected. Oh my goodness. The timer's going to go off for me to check on the chicken pot pies. Being very lazy today. I mean, it's Thanksgiving this week, so I just don't want to do any cooking, you know? Do you blame me? Like, no real cooking. Not that I have to cook the Thanksgiving meal. Other people are actually cooking most of it. I'm just bringing garlic buttered mushrooms, which everyone loves. It's always a hit. Okay. Richard's in here waiting for his padre to come take him on a walk. What I'm going to do is fill the chicken with some bubble. And then, so I filled it with bubble, and I'm going to wrap it like this. Reacher, he's coming, don't worry. I think. Okay, now I'm going to get the noisy tape gun out. So this lady bought these. She wanted both. She wanted them discounted. I'd already had them discounted. And so we settled on 58. She wanted them for 50. Settled on 58 plus shipping, and I had to tell her what the shipping was, so I'd already kind of figured it out based on weight and measurements and all that stuff. Because on Facebook, you have to pick an option with a weight. Okay, timer went off. Now I got the other half of the chicken, and I need to, okay, I've got that. I'm going to fill it up as well. It's just, I don't know if you need to fill this void, but it's going to make it easier for me to wrap, because then I don't have, you know, a big empty space. And wrapping the top. Well, both of these are going to go in the same box. I think it's a 10 by 8 by 6. And then I'm going to do the same with the other chicken. Anyway, so then after we agreed on the price, she said she was ready to buy it. So I updated the listing that we were commenting on to show pictures of both, and to show, you know, to update the title and everything, that it was a lot of 2 chickens. And then I delisted the other chicken. It's actually this amber chicken that we were commenting on. Not that it matters. And she was asking me if I had any other animal candy dishes. So, because she collects all sorts of animals. I did not. I got these at a garage sale for $5 each, $4 each, I think. 5 or 4. I'll have it in Vendoo. Okay, so those are wrapped. Got my 10 by 8 by 6 box. Put them in there. They fit in kind of nicely, and then fill the void with this paper. That's Reacher. He's ready to go on his nightly stroll. I don't want to say the word. Okay, those are good. That one's good. Now we're going to repeat with the other one. I have another timer about to go off in 2 minutes, so we'll see how far I get. Then we'll take them out, and then they got to sit 5 minutes so we don't burn our freaking mouths off. You know. Here's the perforation. There we go. It's warm in this room. It's freezing in my other room, the one where I photograph and everything, because there's a doggy door and the air comes through. It's been less than 60 degrees all day here in Texas. It looks like it's very overcast too. So it looks like it's going to rain. I have not looked at the weather to see what it's supposed to do. Okay, second chicken. Blue, isn't it pretty? I love it. I'm kind of doing this in advance, and I'm just going to like edit this into my video. So I don't know how much I'm going to tell you already about this, but I'll just say it's Carnival glass. Okay, I have this big old box to package up. I packaged up, as you saw, the chickens individually, and now I need to put them in here with some padding around it. All of this stuff. Actually, I'm probably going to put this on the ground. It's going to be easier. And what I'll do is put a layer of brown paper, crumpled that brown paper. Put that on the bottom, and then I'm going to put these side by side like this. Then I have a trash bag full of these guys. Well, it's not completely full anymore, but I'm going to put these around the edges. Some of them have gone flat. I'll just rip those off. Use what you can fine, guys. If you can use recycled stuff, that's awesome because it gets more than one life. If you have to buy packing materials, so be it. If you're going to send out breakable things, you got to make sure they are protected. Okay, I think that's all good. I'm going to put a little bit more paper on the top. Okay. Okay, I need to put a little of my packing paper in the top. First, I'm going to put some tape this way. All right, this is 14 by 18 1/4 by 10 1/4. Any punctures in the box I'm going to cover up. My back. Once I get my knees a little bit better, I want to have them work on my back. Okay, so this is going to go out UPS ground. And I just put my labels right over the old ones. Put a thank you sticker on it. And if there's any other barcodes, I just kind of cover them up with another sticker. Okay. All right, safe travels, chickens. If I were the praying kind, I would say a little prayer. All right, let's see how much I made on the chickens. All right, so we did 58 plus all the whatever. I'm going to do 38 for the blue and 20 for the gold, because I listed the gold for less since it didn't seem to have as high of an ASP. So I'm going to do 20 there. I paid 4 for each chicken. Let's see what my fees were total. Fees were $8, so I'm going to go ahead and do 4 for each chicken. And then I did have to pay for shipping label, but then they paid for it. So let me go ahead and divide that cost into, as if it were an eBay sale, it's $9.19. So $9.19 per chicken. So $29.19. And then $9.19. Does any of that make sense? I'm going to take a little screenshot. Okay, so I made $12.03 on the gold chicken. You know, I probably could have made more on these, but I don't like to have breakable things in my house for long. Just don't. I don't want them to sit around until they break. So 38 plus 9.19 is 47.19. So that's the total they paid with shipping for that one chicken. And then it would be $9.19 for shipping and $4 for fees. And I paid $4 for that one as well. So I made $30 on that chicken. That's good. I like that. That one would be considered an on-target sale, and the other one, since I put 20 as my cost, would not. And that's about what the split was when I had them listed with the discount. I just can't remember exactly, but it was about that. Okay, so that's not bad. Those are done. That's going out UPS as well, so definitely have to go UPS tomorrow. And then I had another Facebook Marketplace sale that I didn't know I had. And it got canceled because it expired, because I took too long. And I reached out to the guy. Facebook doesn't make it easy, so fortunately I was able to message him through his profile. Hold on. It's a hat. You guys remember this. If you watch my channel, you're returning. Thank you for watching. This was in one of my hauls. We all agreed that I need to get one that fits me. This is a down under men's size large hat, wool, wide 3-inch brim, Outback, Western, made in USA, black. That's the title exactly. And I like to read you my titles verbatim just so you can see what keywords I'm using, how I phrase things, and such. I think this is the very last sticky on this roll. I'm meaning to get a new one in here. Just want to do another once over on it. I did have a flaw. It has a little bit of missing wool right there, like felt. And then it's kind of dusty. So I'm going to see what I can get off with this lint roller. Once I put packing material around it, it's going to get dusty again anyway. Yeah, well, there's one more left on there. There's a crease, so took this off so I can get in the creases. I asked you guys in the last video if you like to see the struggle with everything, like everything I do, and you guys said yes. Several of you did. Nobody said no, so I'm going to go ahead and keep doing them the way I've been doing them. There's a pure wool label inside, as well as a Made in USA tag. I didn't see the Made in USA tag right away, so I dug inside the hat band and found it. Because I was like, maybe there's another tag in there. I'm going to fill this up. I don't know why. just think it needs to be filled so it's protected. It doesn't get squished. And then I'm going to put it in a big old poly mailer. Got these eBay ones. I don't know if it's going to be big enough. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. So it's protected this way. Will it fit? Yeah, I don't think that one's going to fit. I might have one bigger. What's up? Hey.
How are you?
All right. Okay, sorry about that. I had to cut it out. It's a whole thing that's going on with my dad and some other guys. All right, I'm going to put it in this box. This is just another recycled box. And I really just don't want it to get squished. So I may put some padding around, like between the top and it. And I'm going to put a lot of padding within it. I'm going to use big bubble thingies that I have. These are really puffy. I don't remember where I got this box, so wait a minute. I'm going to reinforce it. Oh, I'm going to run out of tape. Darn it. I like to pick up hats. I like to sell them. I don't like to ship them. I need to find a good hat box to ship in. You know, when they can't be folded, it'll mess it up. It's important not to screw up a hat because it's either ruined or they have to spend money to fix it. It needs to get to them in the same condition it was when you listed it, when they saw the listing and all that. I'm kind of glad this sold on Facebook Marketplace and not on eBay, because eBay has, like, it has to pay exactly what the dimensions are, and Facebook it's more like small, medium, large based on weight. All right, I'm going to put one more piece of tape I could cross this whole thing. Okay. View order details. He paid $25.50 for it plus shipping. Shipping was $9.25. So that's $34.75 total. I paid $2.16. He also paid taxes, but I didn't have to worry about the taxes. And then the selling fee is $3.76. And the shipping is $9.25. So I made $19.58. This sold quickly. It sold in 13 days. Pretty nice. All right, so I'm going to create the shipping label. He was really nice. All he asked when I sent him the text was, is it listed again? And apparently, even though they canceled it, they didn't relist it. So I had to go and relist it, and I sent him the link. All right. I don't know which service this is going through yet. Priority mail. It's going to Dallas, not very far, which I'm glad, because the more places it has to stop in, the more chances the box could get screwed up. So because it's priority and I'm not using priority packaging, I'm going to put some of these priority mail stickers on there so that the post office can easily identify, because it does get there quicker when it goes out priority, usually, than ground advantage or whatever. Thank you sticker. And I'm going to put some more of those on at other locations. Where did it go? Oh, it all fell. Oh my goodness. It looks like I'm gonna run out of these too, so I need to get some more. This roll has lasted me a long time. They send you a whole roll, and yeah, it's lasted a while. Put one more on the back. All right, thank you, Mr. Dallas. This box is a little torn down here in this corner, so I'm going to put these on there so it protects it a little bit. Okay. Guys, I just, I don't know. All right. Had I known he lived in Dallas, I would have offered local pickup. But you know what? He may not just want to drive anywhere and meet anyone. He might want to just have it come to his house. I get that. I totally get that. Okay, so I made $19.58 on that. That's cool. What else do we have? What's next? I'm going to check again to see if I have a message from the lady about the Eileen Fisher. It doesn't look like I do. Not yet there. If I don't find out in time, I'm just going to have to send it to her. Or I guess I can just cancel it and tell her she can repurchase it if she wants, because I don't want to deal with a return. I just got a return back from Poshmark. Remember the Caddyshack gopher? Yeah, he came back, and I think I just ate the cost of that. I don't really know how Poshmark handles it, but they gave me like a no. Make sure things work. And of course it worked when I sent it. She said he danced around so violently that he fell over, no matter what surface she put him on. So I have to put some batteries in him and see if that's the case. I can only assume she sent me the same one back. So I'm going to see if he's dancing violently. she hasn't said anything yet. Okay, this is my curtsy sale. This is a first. I don't remember. Okay, I pay for shipping with curtsy. When I set it up, I don't remember if I said to raise the price and allow free shipping, or if I just said I'll take, you know, free shipping. And I don't know what the fees are. So this will be a first one for me. These are my own personal Hokas that I never wore much. I always wore these other ones for some reason. I just don't like black tennis shoes, I guess. And so I didn't wear these much. They are Hoka One women's size 10 wide running shoes, Bondi 7 sneakers, no insoles. When I moved from Denver, I don't know where these insoles went. They're probably somewhere in my house, but I don't know where. So I'm just listed them without insoles. And she sent me an offer of $64. These shoes are expensive and they sell well used, and especially when they're in great condition. Let's see, print shipping label. It says shipping deadline Friday, November 29th. Create your shipping label, and it allows you to put your return address in there. And the zip code. Under 2 pounds is what it's defaulted to, but I don't think it's going to be under 2 pounds. 1 pound, 6 ounces without packaging. Let's see, where was I going to put it in? I think I'm going to put it in this prime box. Okay. 8 ounces to 1 pound, 13 ounces. I still need to put some paper in there. I don't have any more recycled paper. I always have to lick my fingers to put it. Okay. 1 pound, 15 ounces, but I'm going to round up. Fly lands on it, and then I have to, yeah. So I'm going to do under 3 pounds. Let's see. Originally, I had selected the under 2 pounds. Or 2 pounds, whatever. New weight, under 3 pounds. $12.40. That seems expensive. Print 4x6 label. There we go. This is going to Alabama. My dad's not arguing with that guy still. Just want him to let it go, but okay. So now let's see what I made. Cost of goods, I'm putting a 0 because I bought them a couple of years ago. $64. Marketplace fee was $6.06. So I made $45.54 on my own pair of shoes. I started wearing a brand called Flux. My husband got me a pair of shoes for my birthday, and I liked them. They have a wide toe box, and I got arthritic toes and wide feet, so they're pretty comfortable. I mean, no shoes are like entirely comfortable for me, but these are pretty comfortable, and they look better than Crocs. So after we got those, I bought 2 more pair on eBay. And so now at least I'm getting some money for the shoes I'm no longer going to wear. I have another pair of my Hokas listed. These were size 10 wide, so the other ones are probably 10 wide as well. It's a different style, the Gaviota. And they're not as great condition because I wore them a lot, but they're still good. All right, the next item is something that was probably on my 75% off sale. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Nike ThermaFit size medium top, long sleeve, soft fleece lined pink stretch wicking. So it's a winter shirt, really, because it's got this very soft fleece inside. Super soft, and it's like a Barbie pink. I don't think I used Barbie in the title. When I listed this way back in September of July of 2023, so it took a year and 4 months to sell. They paid $15.10 with shipping. Cost of goods was $1.37. Marketplace fees $2.36. I got this in a Goodwill Blue Box. You can get those at buybluebox.com. They're kind of fun to get and see what you're going to get. I have made money on them. I would consider most of what I got just filler for my closet. So if you're unable to get out and source your own inventory, it's a good option. But if you can source your own inventory, I would. You're going to do better with your own mind, with your own knowledge is what I mean to say. Okay, I had it listed for 10. I sent an offer to watchers for 8. That's how it sold. So it sold for 8 plus shipping. And let me get the thing out. A Barbie pink. Sold on eBay. I'm going to put it in a poly mailer. I'm going to try to use that one. I'm trying to reuse the ones I've already got over here. Put it in this Amazon padded mailer. Tape's getting stuck. Measuring 12.5 by 10.5. And you can put half sizes in there. I'm kind of curious as to whether it matters or if I should round up. That's 9.3 ounces, so I'm going to round up to 10. And I did say 9.5 by 12.5, right? No, 10.5 by 12.5. Okay, $5.01. If I were to round up, yeah, still the same. So I'm going to round up just in case. Purchasing for $5.01. And I made $6.36. So that's kind of, you know, on par for what things sell for in those blue boxes. There's definitely some good things here or there that sell for more, but I've never gotten any like huge bolos or anything. This is going to Kansas, and I bought a lot of those boxes because there was a year where I was just not able to get out, and I wanted to do some haul videos, but I didn't have the ability to haul. Okay, that item's ready. I got stuff everywhere. It's gonna take me a while to clean up. I have 2 more things to go. You guys said you like long videos, so this one's gonna be a long one. Next item is another swimsuit. It's a Ralph Lauren plus size 22W swim dress, skirted swimsuit, halter, polka dot. You notice I say the same thing in different ways. That's on purpose, because I want people to find it. If they say swim dress, that's great. If they say skirted, I've got that. And if they say swimsuit, it's in there too. I remember when we called these bathing suits. That's what I always called it growing up. Bathing suit. Seems like we don't call them that anymore, right? This is a cute, definitely retro look. And I'm reusing the poly mailer again. My neighbor, who I get a lot of these from, will sometimes send me ones that have been opened poorly. And so I just throw those away. I was using them for a while and I'm like, what am I doing? These need to still look good when they arrive, you know, and hold up. And I don't need to recycle every single thing I'm given. It needs to be really usable. This one's in good shape. This one may not even be from her, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's from her. Okay, so it weighs, I'm gonna need 11 by 10. I mean, it measures 11 by 10. It weighs 1 pound, 2 ounces. 1 pound, 2 ounces, 11, 10 by 2, I'm going to say. And it's going to cost me $8.14. She chose UPS Ground Saver, which is more expensive than USPS for me to buy. I wonder if it was, I don't know. I'm just going to keep the one she chose. Maybe she likes UPS better. Still going to get delivered by USPS though. These are UPS SurePost. They have like an arrangement. So she paid $20. It was an offer she sent me. This sold in 4.5 months. With shipping, she paid $28.14. Cost of goods, $5.97. Got this when I was in Denver. Marketplace fees, $6.44. It's going to Florida. And my profit was $7.59. I had it listed for more, but it had been listed for 4.5 months. And out of season stuff, if it can sell now, that's great. Why wait until next summer, I say. One more, unless that lady answers me before I finish this. Okay, it's a Lane Bryant. Typo in the title. Lane Bryant. It's supposed to say Bryant. Plus size 18-20 top velvet jacquard damask jacket cocktail holiday. Maybe this would have sold faster if I'd spelled it correctly. Who knows? I put it under the right brand at least. And it's funny. Okay, so this sold through a Posher VA offer of $20. Posher VA is an automation service that automatically sends out offers, shares my closet, and that type of thing. Sold in 8 months. I paid $3.50. So since it's a Poshmark sale, I can use this, and I will. Another reason I like to put these in plastic because they slide in easily. That wasn't easy. Sometimes they slide in easily. All right, this zero marketplace fees. That's not right. It's $4, and I made $12.50. So let me download the label. I don't like that you have to click like 5 times to get the label. It's going to California. San Francisco. I love San Francisco, or I did. I've heard it's like not the greatest place to be anymore, but I really loved it and I'm glad I got to see it. Because I don't know if we'll go back. We'll see. Been a few times. Pretty much did everything. Okay, let's check one more time to see if she answered me. Go into comments, not there. Let me go to the order. not there, so it'll go out tomorrow if she wants it. Let's see how much I made total for the 2 days. Looks like pretty much everything sold yesterday. Today, the first swimsuit, and everything else was yesterday. Okay, so I need to change the date on the thing that I couldn't ship out, so it doesn't show up in my metrics. I'm going to push it to the 23rd. I guess I didn't sell anything on the 23rd. Anyway, I'm going to move that one to the 23rd and I'll update the date later. All right, going back to analytics. So I'm looking at the 24th and 25th. And I made revenue $272.37. Profit was $147.58. Says I sold 10 items. I only listed 4 because it was over the weekend. I was visiting family. Okay, everyone, thank you for sticking with me this long. I really appreciate it. And I had some interesting things sold today. Clothing, shoes, hat, and knickknacks. So kind of a nice, well-rounded sales day. Thank you very much, and just keep listing.